You may want to celebrate this National Day of Service by giving back to your community.
Gail Anderson live in Compton this morning telling us about what's going on there. Hi, Gail.
How are you? What are you doing this Martin Luther King Jr. holiday? The theme is it's a day of service. It's a day on, not a day off. Unusual service at this location, tomorrow's Aeronautical Museum with Robin Petgrave. Come on out, because not only is he teaching young people how to be on time, how to be responsible citizens, he's also teaching them how to fly. Where are we? This is an enormous hangar where this is the kind of thing he does on a daily basis. Robin, what kind of helicopter are you pulling out here?
Oh, this is an Augusta 109 helicopter. Hey, push, man, heave.
And your day of service here tomorrow, Aeronautical Museum, will require what of these young people?
Oh, we've got people from the community, from major corporations, UPS, FedEx. There are a lot of people coming down to help us beautify this program and make this museum an actual physical museum with all displays and everything.
Now, you teach young people to fly. Now, this is not the one you teach them to fly on. This is something you fly because you are a licensed pilot.
Yeah, this is an Augusta 109 helicopter.
You flew this where?
In the movie Broken Arrow. We've flown this in a racer.
Now let us show people the kind of thing you do with young people. Take a look at this clip. You start flying children as young as what age?
We have kids that start here when they're 8 years old, and then they get into the program. We have some kids that are younger than 8, but all the kids that you see here, they all know how to fly these helicopters and all these airplanes.
Serious?
Oh yeah.
Because this is not an easy thing to do. Things are pedals and steering wheels and...
Oh yeah, no, we've got, when the helicopter, you fly it with all your hands and feet. We've got all these airplanes here that the kids fly too. Just recently we had a girl fly, a 15-year-old fly one of our airplanes from Compton to Virginia and back. We've had 6 kids set 12 aviation world records.
All right, hold on. We're going to talk more about this later this morning. If you're interested in this program, or if you need volunteers for Martin Luther King holiday today, here's the information. We're at tomorrow's Aeronautical Museum in Compton, and you want folks to come on down, help, do whatever you need.
We're at 961 West Alondra Boulevard. We're going to be here all day. We've got food. We had a lot of donations. We need stuff. We need more than that. We need people to come down and help give back to the community. This program gives so much back to the community.
You need to teach me how to fly this if you can teach children.
Well, there you go.
More next hour. It's a day of service, a day on, not a day off. Back to you in the studio. Look at this.
Excellent call to action. Day of service by giving back to your community in ways that interest you. For example, if you like to fly, then head to Compton.
Gail Anderson is live at tomorrow's Aeronautical Museum with more on Operation Hangar Cleanup. Gail.
And as you can see, the hangar cleanup is underway. This is how a number of people, they're spending their Martin Luther King Day holiday, a day on, not a day off. Community service. We're here at Robin Petgrave, as you mentioned, at tomorrow's Aeronautical Museum. This is a facility where he teaches young people, inner city youngsters, how to fly for free, which is often a barrier to aviation lessons because they're so expensive. Robin, you have a whole bunch of folks out here. What are they going to be doing for you today?
This just blows me away. You know, everybody's coming and giving back to the community. People are cleaning. We're going to make this museum look like a real bona fide museum.
And this is a huge hangar that's being overhauled. They're taking pictures off the walls.
Yeah, it's a 7,000 square foot hangar. We have a STEM lab that we're working on, but more importantly, this is our tribute to the Tuskegee Airmen. We have all these pictures that the weather and the elements have gotten to. Today we're restoring them, we're framing them, we're building the wall, we're putting up lights to really honor the Tuskegee Airmen in the manner that they should be.
And because you're kind of modest about this, let me show you what he does. I met you as a pilot who was flying romantic tours, remember that, for people over Southern California, Los Angeles, and then you decided you wanted to teach youngsters how to fly.
Yeah.
What I don't believe is how young, this is a sample we're looking at of how young these children are when you get a hold of them.
Well, kids come here when they're 8 years old. Our program is for 8 to 18, but we have some kids that are older and some kids that are younger. I think you were here one time when we had a 5-year-old fly an airplane. You didn't believe me.
No, and I still don't, but now I do, because let us introduce you to Rennell Norman. Mr. Norman is a pilot. You started flying with Robin when you were 19 years old. Look right there. Am I exaggerating?
No, that's correct.
And here's a picture of you flying in Iraq. Robin wants to hold that up. He wants people to see this.
I had that.
What are you doing right there?
Right there, we're flying missions over Iraq. Can't specify exactly what we're doing there, but as we're doing flying missions over Iraq.
And this is on this plaque here, we see a model, a photograph of what you fly. What is that?
That's the shorts, the ugliest plane in the sky.
And this flag that's in front of it, that's something you brought back from Iraq?
Absolutely. We flew that over Iraq and brought it back and presented it to Robin Petgrave. This is where I started all my training and went all the way through, and we continue to volunteer here and help the kids in the community.
If he hadn't taught you, what would you be doing right
now? I'll probably be fueling airplanes. It had to be doing something to do with airplanes, so I'll be doing something at an airport somewhere.
Congratulations. All right, hold on. Next hour, we're going to introduce you to this young lady, Coast Guard. First African-American female pilot for the Coast Guard. And we'll explain to you why she's here. Let us give you information. As you can see, there are volunteers here. Robin, you need more volunteers today?
Yes. The more the merrier. We have a lot of stuff going on all day. We've got food. We've got...
Now, wait, what's UPS doing here?
UPS, they do so much. They donated a lot of money. Actually, our fleet of airplanes was because of a donation from UPS. And they're here to hook up our virtual reality room. They're redoing the whole room.
Getting a makeover. It's a day of service, a day on, not a day off. This is how some people are observing the Martin Luther King holiday. Next hour, we're going to talk to that young lady, the first African-American female pilot with the Coast Guard, and introduce you to some other people you might want to know, the kind of people that Robin helps and the kind of people Robin attracts all year round, not just on Martin Luther King Day. Back to you in the studio.
All right, we love seeing that.
That start on Martin Luther King Day of Service continue to engage volunteers beyond the holiday and impact the community year-round.
That's right. Gail Anderson live in Compton at tomorrow's Aeronautical Museum, and she has been put to work. They've taken away your microphone and given you a paintbrush.
You know, Mikhail, I want to show you something. Welcome back, by the way. About time you come back to work. This is one of the most amazing Martin Luther King Days of Service campaigns I have ever seen. People have turned out to help here at tomorrow's Aeronautical Museum, where Robin Petgrave teaches inner city kids how to fly for free. You're looking at United Postal Service. Now, Michaela, you know that we've spent some time with them up at Magic Mountain collecting toys for kids. And so now, here they are again. George Gibbs, why do so much?
Well, we believe in what Robin believes in, and we also believe in Martin Luther King and what he said, serve your fellow man.
So many people have shown up.
Well, UPS, we're able to garner a large group of people at any time because we believe in volunteerism.
And can I ask you a question? Yes, what is this? I see a big check over here. Did I win the lottery? No.
No. This is a check for $10,000 to the tomorrow's Aeronautical Museum so that we can redo this Skylab. We're not just going to paint it, but we're going to refurbish this entire Skylab so that students have a real professional place to come and learn how to fly.
Putting the money where the mouth is. All right, let us show you where we are in case you want to come down and volunteer or help any day this year. Here's where we are in Compton, tomorrow's Aeronautical Museum, and the number of people who have come out to help Robin with this program, because again, he does this for free. It's phenomenal. Look at the volunteers who have shown up. It's absolutely unbelievable. Robin, are you shocked by the number of people who have turned out for this campaign to help you today?
It's been really phenomenal. The Compton Unified School District, they actually called all their students. They called the students to invite them to come down and give back to the community. So there's a lot of kids here from the school district. It's really
You also
cool.
have the Coast Guard here.
Oh, yeah.
LaShonda, here, sweetie, come back over this way, please. LaShonda Holmes, is that correct?
That is correct.
I'm told that you are the first female African-American helicopter pilot for the Coast Guard. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, it is. I'm just happy to be here. They're doing great things.
You didn't learn here, though.
I didn't learn here, but I do serve here, and there's a lot of kids that are learning here that I'm super proud of. So.
And look at you, top gunning it here.
Trying.
When did you first get hooked?
About 2 years ago, when I started flight school in Pensacola, Florida. I've been hooked ever since. I love it. I enjoy it. Beautiful flying here in LA.
All right, so again, look at the volunteers who are here, people who want to help Robin today. Here's the information about tomorrow's Aeronautical Museum. The work is unbelievable. It's just phenomenal, the number of people who have turned out today. Our 1 o'clock special, we're going to introduce you to a young lady who was one of Robin's record holders, flown cross country. And we're going to introduce you to a science lab they're trying to put together. Look at what's going on this wall back here. Unbelievable. Painting and carrying on. Our 1 o'clock special, more about how you can make this a day of service. Back to you in the studio. This is how some folks are observing the Martin Luther King holiday. They're not sitting at home. They're not taking the day off. It's a day of service, and they're volunteering their time here at tomorrow's Aeronautical Museum in Compton. Robin Petgrave, you got a whole bunch of folks here to help you because you teach kids how to fly for free, so this kind of thing you couldn't get done.
No, it's a service of love, and that's why we do, and it really gets me when you see 300 people show up.
Yeah, look at all these volunteers who signed up this morning, and they didn't come here just to sweep and to chit-chat. They're moving heavy equipment. Look at this.
Oh yeah, we have a simulator that's being moved out. They're restoring stuff. They're painting the hangar.
With enthusiasm.
They're refurbishing our Tuskegee Airman display. It's just it's cool. The whole virtual reality room is being redone, and our STEM lab, which is practical applications of science and math technology, that's getting a makeover.
Because in addition to teaching young people how to fly, you're going to teach them how to build robots too, huh?
Oh yeah, we've got full motion simulators in there that the kids are putting together. We've got real airplanes that they're putting together that will actually fly. And more importantly, our robotics lab, Compton's going to be able to enter the competition and show the rest of the world what's up here in Compton.
Now let's show folks what's going on outside of the hangar. You see young people actually picking up items on the ground.
Oh yeah, we've got the foreign object damage, the FOD walk down. Like if you go to Top Gun, you'll see generals, cooks, pilots, mechanics. Everybody gets out and they walk it because they learn about aircraft care, and they pick up anything that could possibly damage the aircraft. And the kids here in Compton learn that there's more to flying.
And Kimberly had to learn that too. Kimberly Anyadike, your world record holder,
Oh yeah, Kimberly flew one of our airplanes from here to Virginia and back 7,000 miles, setting 2 world records with a Tuskegee Airman in the back seat.
At the age of 15, what was that like?
It was really amazing. I did that a year ago, and I'd love to do it again. And maybe I can this year because I'm getting my license.
Excellent. Here's the information to learn more about the program to fly, as well as how you can help Robin. You help people all year long, not just on Martin Luther King Day, because of young people like Kimberly who are able to fly. Again, young people out here working, future pilots, future people in the aviation business. Back to you in the studio.